Hello YouTube, this is YJ Cubing and welcome to another channel unboxing. This is going to be a bit of a different unboxing and you'll see why when I've got this open. But yeah, let's just crack straight into it, I guess. It'll be easier to explain what on earth is going on with this unboxing once I've shown you what I've got. Let's have a look. Here we have a thing called Milliput. Okay, so essentially what Milliput is it's a type of epoxy, I think, that essentially there's two bits of it and you can make it into, it's sort of like plasticine, I guess, and it goes rock hard, as you can see, but it's like modelling clay. So why have I got this Milliput? Well, I'm interested in shape modding a couple of cubes, and then hopefully I'll be able to make a fisher cube and maybe a windmill cube. And I'll leave a link in the description to if I make a video of that. But otherwise, yeah, this is the Milliput. I guess I could take it out and have a little look at it. Oh, so it looks like we've got two parts of it. We got a blue part and a black part. So there's a bit of a grammar mistake there. Milliput can be sandpapered and painted immediately it has set. I think it should say immediately after. So I've just read the instructions and it suggests that you give it a little go before you start trying to use it so that you can familiarise yourself with how hard it feels and stuff. And so it is apparently a irritant, so I'm going to be putting on these latex gloves so that it doesn't cause any skin irritation. Okay, there we go. And so, I don't know how these open, but looks like if I peel back the red tape. Okay, so let's unravel. This is the black bit here. And you need equal amounts of both bits of the mixture. So it's in a really weird package, don't you think? I'm only doing this as a little tester, so I'm going to take off about that much should do it. Oh dear, it's gone over there. Let's put this back in its packet. Right over. There it goes, there's part A. Let's have a look at part B. Oh, it's actually quite green. It's not as blue as I was expecting. Let's get a fairly equal size of that. I don't think it really matters. I got a bit of blue, black stuck on there, so I'll just patch that over, roll it back up. Okay, and it says to mix these two parts together, as you'd expect, and in equal parts, as I said. And it says to do this for about 5 minutes, I think, until the colours are both completely mixed together. And then it says that it should take about 2 or 3 hours to dry. So I'm going to have a look at this in a little bit of time. Okay guys, so it's been 5 minutes. I don't think it quite needed that. It was done in like 2 or 3 to be honest. But here I have my little tester blob. It's bigger than I was expecting it to be. But that's because, remember, whatever you cut off, you're going to have double because you need 2 parts of the mixture. I don't really know what to make this into, so I'm just going to leave it as a bowl. I'm going to come back. It's really, really squishy at the moment, as you can see. And so I'm going to come back in I'm going to come back in 2 hours time, I reckon. Maybe I'll come back every hour. I'll see what I feel like. And we'll see just how hard this is. If you're using it for anything important, I would probably leave it overnight, but I'm just going to come back in about 2 hours. Also, whilst I'm here talking about Milliput, I might as well mention that this is obviously the black version, but there is also, I believe, white and terracotta and probably a creamy yellowy colour sort of thing, and it's all available off Amazon and it's quite cheap. I think this was under £4 with free shipping in the UK, so I don't know how much. There's probably about $5 in America, so yeah, pretty good price. For looks like a fair bit. This should hopefully be enough for me to be modding. I guess we'll have to see in the future. It's been drying for about an hour and it's starting to toughen up. It's still a little bit soft there. 2 hours now and it's quite hard. It's not as squishy anymore, but I feel like if I was to sand it, it wouldn't quite be as solid as I would need it to be. Been over 3 hours now, and it's pretty rock solid. I can't see it getting harder than this, but I'm going to still leave it to overnight, and we'll see how it is. So it's the next day, and this is still as hard as it was at the 3-hour mark. So I would say that you don't need to leave it to solidify for any more than 3 hours. You can leave it overnight if you want to, but I think 3 hours should be the time to do it. So that is it for the unboxing today. Please check out my YJ Guanlong unboxing for the cubes I'm going to use for my mod. And then check out my modding tutorial, which I'm going to do very soon after this is uploaded. I've actually already got the mod pretty much done, so I just need to work on editing the videos. And then that will be up quite soon. I'll leave a link in the description. But for now, guys, have a good day.